With New World being a mess, Elder Scrolls being a little bit grindy and not fulfilling with friends, me not liking Final Fantasy XIV and Black Desert being way more grindy, like 30,000 hours for about a 5 point gain, I was just fed up with almost every game possible that you could play in the MMO genre. Also, with me working a job and not having a lot of free time like I used to when I was younger, it really made me more of a casual and not a try-hard PvP player like I used to be back in the day. So I used to consider myself a sweat. So with that, I was on the hunt for a new MMO. Something to excite me, something to give me progression, something to make me feel like I want to come and play a game. Like, majority of the games today are all just shoot 'em ups. And I just want something where I can kick back, relax, complete some missions, kill some mobs, talk to some NPCs, run around and just really have fun. So the hunt began.
Hello, everybody. If you're new here, I am Slime the God, and I would love to welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to go over why I chose to play Guild Wars 2 and why I think you should play it in the upcoming year, 2022. Before we get started, I'd love to ask everybody who's watching this video to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the noti bell just so you can all know when I drop new videos or new informational videos or new guides on how to play Guild Wars or other games. Thank you.
Look, with Neverwinter being extremely pay to win, and Black Desert being way too grindy, and New World just, oh my god, let's not discuss that. I believe all of us MMO players, we deserve a breath of fresh air. Something that don't demand our wallets or make us feel like our time is worth less only because we've only put 27 hours into the game. Or a community that doesn't help or doesn't even bother to talk to people. They just care about doing their dailies and getting off. That give that human interaction feel that you can have fun. And I believe most games lost that touch. Everybody wants to hit max level. Everybody wants to do the peak stuff. Everybody wants to run the meta. They don't ever just want to have fun. And that's what I believe is the problem. In doing my research, I found Guild Wars 2. And although this game been out for a long time, as you can see from the graphics, it's still like a breath of fresh air in the MMO world. For those of us who haven't played it or maybe played it once and forgot about it, the quality of life changes that they made with their game really is what makes the game enjoyable. Before I go into all of that, let's get through all the researchable stuff out the way. The game is published by ArenaNet, and the only thing I have to ask them is why didn't they advertise this beauty enough? Like, it's a piece of gold. This game is actually really, really good, and I'm surprised a lot of people are hip to it. Like, the amount of people who complain, or the amount of friends I have who complain about their game, and I'm telling them about Guild Wars and they don't want to start another character or pay subscriptions for another game when they're already doing for one. And that was my reasoning for dropping this video. Like I said, the game is published by ArenaNet, and to be honest with you, I feel like they've been doing a marvelous job with the game. Onto the updates, the patches. Like, you can see they love this game to the T. There are 9 classes in the game, or what the game likes to call them, professions. And there are also 19 different weapons you can use from. Each class or profession has their own set of weapons, whatever you can use from. I'm not gonna go through and name all the weapons, but there's your typical sword, your shield, your great sword, your bow, your arrow, la 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 la. Classes wise, you have your archer, you have your ranger, which is technically your archer, you have your warrior, your guardian. Your guardian's more like your paladin, your warden's big sword, beat 'em up. You have your necromancer, which is tankier of the casting classes. You have your elementalist, which is basically an avatar, master of all 4 elements. You feel me? And you have your mesmer, which is basically like an illusionist. They create clones, they create phantasms, but these are more like illusionary clones, not like shadow clones from Naruto. So now that I got you through all the basic stuff, telling you the classes, a lot of weapons, I'm not going to really go over the combat system and all of that stuff. I feel like I should save that for a completely different video. I feel like this is just me giving you the idea, sparking up the enthusiasm. I'm sparking something in you to hope that more people come to the game and recognize the game, because it's pretty good. You know, my second point on why you should come to the game is it's zero pay to win. So you actually have to pay. Wahala. You actually have to play to win. And even if you played before and you stopped and then you played again later on, like a year or two later, all of your gear is still relevant, even with all the new patches and everything that came out. So in all honesty, you're not really losing anything. And it's not really hard to level up either. Thirdly, there are still a lot of people playing this game, surprisingly. Given the fact that most people's attention spans are pretty small, you would expect a game like Guild Wars and their game model that's been out since 2012 to already be like 100, maybe 200,000 people, maybe even less. But no, in me making this video and doing my research, I actually see on a monthly they have between 14 to 15 million players, as well as on a daily between 4 to 500,000. Oh, you really can't beat that. Like, in me playing the game for my first 2 weeks, I've seen a lot of people just roaming around, doing map completions, even hitting up the same hero points I've been hitting up. So it's more of like, it's not a dying game, it's a growing game. Their player base have been increasing almost every summertime if you go and look. Now, guess what? If you make a new character, Guild Wars also have this special feature where you can hop into PvP, and really it's gonna jump you all the way up to 80, unlock all your classes, your skills, your elite specializations and everything, so you can go out and test the build to see if you like it and see if that's what you want to run through to get all the way up to max level and also play some end game stuff. I don't know any other games that's offering you that. So that was a win for me, because it's like, oh, didn't want to waste my time. Well, I can test out a build, see if I like how it plays, and then I can go and invest time in leveling it up and having fun, knowing that's a build I like, not getting to level 30 or 40 and then be like, I'm not liking this build, and then have to go through the same 1 to 40 plus again. That's the killer right there. Now, since I'm fairly new, I'm not going to delve deep into all the combats, the mechanics, and everything. I'm just going to hit you with all the quality of life stuff that I enjoyed. That way, if you were considering playing this game, you can just think about it and go, you know, I would want to play this game as well. So for me, little quality of life stuff would be when you get into an area that a mission's there, it'll show up as a heart shaded area or a circled area. And basically when you complete the mission or you complete the objectives, it fills up a bar. Once the bar is complete, the bottom right hand side of your screen over your experience bar, you basically get the completion. You click that, you get all your rewards, you go about your business. Not ever having to talk to an NPC, not ever having to run back to an NPC. I feel like that's amazing. For us people who like to play fast and on the go or just don't have enough time, I don't want to spend majority of my time running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Let me do my mission and go about my way, please. Another thing is, anything you need, you can just hit it up in the world chat or the whatever, and someone's bound to help you. Someone's gonna answer you back. Someone even took the time out their day to help me. And from there, I was just shocked. Like, I couldn't find this in a lot of other games. So that really flipped my gears, honestly. Now there are really tons and tons and tons of other stuff I can talk about, like mounts, elite specs, raids, dungeon, fractals, world v world, PvP, etc. I'm not trying to clutter your mind with all kind of in-game stuff or stuff that you really won't be worrying about until you finish leveling up your character, or until you realize you like the game or not, or you really want to spend money. Once you realize that or whatever, then you can come back to this channel. By then I should have made another 2 or 3 videos about my experiences, maybe some classes, missions to help people out, because I got stuck on a few that I had to go watch. You know, just a few stuff to help and guide the new players and returning players back. You understand? So without spoiling the game or giving away too much, I hope the people that was on the fritz with this game, or on the fritz were trying to play it, decided that, hey, you know, he's a new player, 2 weeks in, he's having fun, he's enjoying, you know, hey, what the hell. To you few players that are going to do that, download the game and play it, have some fun, I just want you to know, make sure you like, share, subscribe, so you can watch new content in me struggling and loving the game. That way I can continue helping, and I know that this video is getting across to many, many, many people.